Did you know that all it takes is you and a small group of friends to make money on meme coins? I get asked all the time what this looks like, and I actually just saw the perfect example that I'm going to share with you in this video, as well as some trading and some tokens that we've been looking at. Honestly, this is my nightly routine. I get in on BullX, on the Pump Vision, I wait for new tickers, and I look for things that are interesting. I also am either in voice chat or in these different chats with a lot of friends, honestly. And at this point, you really don't even have to have alpha groups. Despite me making so many videos on alpha groups and talking about the pros and cons of those, you just need a group of people who are dialed in. So what does this look like? Last night, this token dropped that was called Sky, or yesterday for most people. This token went from a launch to a $3 million market cap in less than 10 minutes. And some people were able to get in right when it launched. And this is what I mean to be dialed. Like, what does this look like? I have a specific video just for that.
What'd you say? He gave it a name. He gave it a name, Sky, on Reddit. On Reddit, he literally responded saying it's Sky. I'm sending it. I'm sending it.
What's Sky?
The guy Kevin Whale. Look at General. I've been camping his comments.
Dude, that's insane.
So of course Sky is dead now. I'm not promoting that token, just talking about this. But here's what happened. SearchGPT came out with their new features yesterday that was going viral all over the internet. And basically people were prompting up people that were involved with OpenAI to kind of talk about, you know, ChatGPT's mascot, or OpenAI's mascot in this case. We just recently saw Lucy, the mascot for the Catholic Church, which I made a video on, do insane numbers. It went from launch, you saw me buy it at 5 mil. It ran all the way up to like 80 mil. By the way, I don't even want to talk about that in this video. And so it's kind of playing off this mascot theme. Well, all it was a group of friends who were following the CBO, whatever his title is, on Reddit until he said the name of the mascot. Ticker was launched and literally got that buy-in, probably sub. I don't know the exact buy because it was happening so quick, but it was definitely in the low 6 figures, maybe even under that. And you saw it run to 500K immediately in that video, and then shortly after that ran a 2 mil, 3 mil. That's how you make these life-changing profits in meme coins. You got to be dialed and ready with a group of friends. It's honestly like a video game at this point. You know, I talk about it a lot on this channel. I got some comments last time of this is gambling, this is gambling. Yes, this is high stakes gambling. I mean, there's no other way to point it out. I'm not saying any of these things I talk about are investments for the long term. This is very much hype, attention economy, and some things stick and some things don't. The things that stick have the Mirat Effect. So what is that? We haven't really talked about the Mirat Effect, but essentially Mirat thinks that it takes about 6 months for these meme coin communities to form cults, and he writes theses on these. He has almost $100 million in meme coins, and a lot of the ones that he are holding are considered blue chips. Now, there's a negative side to this story. I do want to make it clear, I haven't checked the chain yet because I've been too busy, but apparently Mirat sold one of the things on this list last night. His wallets were all doxed by ZachXBT, which weren't really super hard to find as he's a huge holder. And he apparently sold he apparently sold ticker Bitcoin, and we can actually go look at that fall off last night. Bitcoin since recovered, which is like super healthy compared to what happened. You can see the red candle right here, but ticker Bitcoin went from $255 million market cap all the way down to about 103 million. This came from a $3 million one clip. Now, I saw people saying that this was Mirat, and that was the case, and there's obviously some like copy trade sells, you know, below this. This is also, by the way, when you see a crypto token just keep on going down and down and down, a lot of these sell orders do get triggered, but also a lot of buy orders get triggered. This honestly had an insanely healthy correction. If I could have got in on this dip, I definitely would have. I don't own this coin, but I definitely think it's one of those cult coins that could do well. But yeah, this is also the negative side of the Mirat Effect, possibly. Now, even if it wasn't Mirat, I think the point stands here of how just like one huge sell can affect one of these prices so much, because these sells, it doesn't really matter on market cap. It matters like the market cap and liquidity ratio. There's not a lot of liquidity there, then a relatively smaller sell compared to what you see could do a lot of damage. Now, you know, 5 million compared to 223 million, in my opinion, is kind of a low liquidity, but you see that a lot in meme coins. I like to always include some of my plays in these videos that I do every night, and honestly, after I fumbled the Lucy back, back, I kind of quit trading for a few days because I was bummed out. Well, the other day I got into this one. It was called Micro. Again, since it's probably dead, I've seen it go up and down, but I found it pretty early. I actually talked about it in my Telegram, but I said it was risky. It did a 2x, and then pretty much since then it's just been, you know, getting crushed. But at the time that I was trading it, and I was very clear about this too in my Telegram, I was actually trading it like on the Wix, and I felt pretty good about this. Like I got a lot of buys on the dips and a lot of sells on the pumps, and I actually sold all the way up my initials out. I was working with pretty low liquid in this trading wallet, and I made like $100 in like an hour with some to ride to see if Micro did really well after that or not. Again, this was just something I found on my own from Pump Vision that you saw earlier, and I went to the Twitter, and basically I really like the memes. I really like the website. Now, I did get in chat with some of my friends that night, and this is where, you know, friends come in handy and helping with you know, analyzing this stuff. There's been like Michael Saylor like memes that look just like this. There might not have been a micro strategy spelled like that, but there's like the whole Michael Saylor, you know, being spelled wrong and looking kind of goofy has been done. There's like an Elon Musk. There's a lot. There's Trimp. There's Bowden. There's a ton of these, and that was just a good reminder of like, okay, this isn't super original, so I wasn't really confident in it, but they were pumping out a lot of content at the time, which helped with the chart. I mean, it was getting like $300,000 to $500,000 in volume on this really low market cap token. Really easy to trade in and trade out. So I mean, you have those opportunities every day. The market's hitting all-time highs. I make these videos because I truly believe right now is one of the most possible life-changing moments for meme coins. I'm not sure we're going to get another one of these in the future, so I'm personally trying to stay dialed, talk about my journey, give information that I'm learning along the way. So I love to do this every video that I can, but basically shout out to all the people that found my keyword at the end. Shout out to My Passive Hunt saying GG was the keyword. King Mega, we got of course Malik, he's in my TG, and also one of my fellow ninjas and friends. Crypto Uranium, I think, was one of the first ones to do it. Coheed, XCam, we got Ainen and Martin. Appreciate all you guys for making it. If you made it to the end of this one, the keyword, because we talked about being dialed with a group of friends, is simply friends.